I recently listened to a podcast where the speaker said something that really struck a chord with me. He said this: "I'm a slow learner." He shared how, despite reading countless books and trying various methods to improve his memory, it always took him a long time to truly retain information. He confessed to feeling envious about those that he simply called fast learners. People who could hear something once and remember it seemingly effortlessly. His honesty resonated with me for two reasons. First, I'd never heard anyone be quite so open about this before. And second, and perhaps more importantly, he perfectly described how I feel about myself. In that moment, I identified as a slow learner. It's not that I'm stupid or that I don't try hard. It's just that it takes me longer to remember things. Reflecting on this, I thought about the times in my life where I've struggled because of this tendency. There have been moments when I felt challenged, especially when comparing myself to friends who seemed naturally quicker and more clever. Then I started to consider what I'm good at. Over the years, my practical skills have allowed me to fix up my home, to repair many cars, and to mend appliances when they've gone wrong. And not just for myself, but to do this for other people too. In fact, those skills became invaluable when I was made redundant, as they enabled me to start my own business and earn a good living. When it comes to practical hands-on work, I'm not slow at all. It's simply how I'm wired, and it's proved to be a great strength. In my years of church leadership, I've come to realise that everyone has a unique skill and unique qualities. These abilities, often referred to in church as gifting, are the way that we contribute to the community. Some people, like me, offer practical help, others excel in knowledge and teaching, while still others are naturally able to provide emotional support to others. A familiar passage to many is 1 Corinthians 12, verse 12, and it reminds us of this. Just as a body, though one, has many parts, but all its many parts form one body, so it is with Christ. For we were all baptized by one Spirit so as to form one body, whether Jew or Gentile, slave or free, and we were all given the one Spirit to drink. Even so, the body is not made up of one part, but of many. The passage goes on to emphasize that no one part of the body should wish to be something else, because every part has a purpose. This encourages me, because it suggests to me that even slow learners like me have an important role to play. And by the way, the speaker on the podcast, I didn't mention this earlier, but he's a highly accomplished leader who teaches across the US, with thousands tuning into his podcasts every week. If you've ever felt like your role or abilities are less important, let me encourage you, as I was encouraged by the podcast. Perhaps you simply have a different role to play. It's no less valuable. Maybe it's something others can't do because it's what God designed you for. And because of that, the world, your family, your friends, and your church, if you attend one, is better with you in it because of how God made you.